Hey there, folks. Let's visit CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target. And the daily target is... Is that 3D glasses? That's fun. All right, what the heck is going on with this? This is fun. Let's go blank template. Let's put this brown color on the body. Sure. I think we're gonna make some elements here. I'm not sure what. Okay. Put the yellow on the paragraph tag. Sure. And I think the smart, well, there's no smart money here. This is hard. Margin, let's make it 100 minus 8. Okay, and then I need a, oh, I need a height. I do need a height. Okay, so 100 is too much. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And the height is 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So we get some round numbers anyway. All right, so what is the red and the blue there? Those are some circles, huh? How about, let's try a radial gradient. And I think it's an ellipse. And it's going to be red on the middle. I'll start with the 20 pixels and then transparent. So there's that. How about 60, 100? And then we move it. We go, well, how about 110, 120? And then what if we move it? Minus 100 pixels? Minus 200 pixels? Oh, that's close. How about 18, 19, 195? That's close. That's close and that's cute. And then we have a repeat happening there that's not great. Now, these edges, those edges are a problem. They are undeniably a problem. So one thing at a time. Let's do the blue version of this, which is going to be very similar. And I think we're going to need a no repeat on there because when we move it, we're moving the whole thing over. So let's say this is 195 pixels and put the blue on it. Great. And then I'm going to add a no repeat. And then you got that. Now this cutout is tricky and interesting. Also, I don't have confidence in that edge, but this is an example where it's possible that edge is not a problem. Like maybe I could get 100% with that. You just never know. But it might be, you know, a very ugly 98% match. So the second one, what's the second one? I think this is like a rotated, so I'm going to do background pink and with, is that a right angle? I want to think that this angle is right angle, but it might not be. I'm going to do 100 pixels, height, 100 pixels, border radius. I think it's a border radius of 20 pixels, and then a rotate 45 degrees, and margin 0 auto, and I'm going to add a 0 to the first one. There we go. How about minus 10, 20, 30? That could be right. Not great. There it is. That's kind of getting it done. Let's submit that and see what the damage is. And when I say the damage, like if we got 100%, I'm shocked, delighted, and I'm going to stop there. But no, it's 99.9%, which means it's just not quite right. I am, however, going to leave this 100 and 100. I'm going to leave that alone because this is working and I like it. So the gradients are the thing. So if this is, so right now, let's see. So if I have the ellipses be, and here's what I want to do. Let's turn this into a var. Dash dash S for the shape. And I'm going to put this here as well. So in theory, when I create this variable, dash dash S, if I change this number, 6, yes, then I see them both change. And I am seeing them both change. So that's great. So if it's at 50, that's worse. 49.5. Let's submit that. It looks like it's a little worse at the edge, and that's no good. But also it's nice and dark here. That makes me think, what if I did a linear gradient? So what are you doing here? I'm looking at this diff. Well, right now I don't see anything. So I'll put it transparent. So see how these edges here are a little bit off? What if it's supposed to be flat right at the edge? If that's the case, then oh, so yeah, here's what I want to do. I want to create red at one end, and so there. Now you're starting to see it. What I'm getting at. So that's the gradient, and I think I just want like what 10 pixels of it. 0, 0. Okay, and so it's like that's going to be like 390. So let's great. So I know it's a little hard to see. But this might help. Let's see about that. I think that this is a shape that's flat at the top. It's just a little hard to see. And that's 100% match. So I think that justifies this. So we got not a very clean solution. Not very clean. But I think it's working, and because I got 100%, I'm going to stop there. But this is one that you could noodle on a lot, and I think that's legit. I think the fact that it's flat partly means that also you might be able to use a border radius on an element that's shaped like this and get it right. In which case, you can use well, there's other techniques you could use. All right, let's minify and unit replace, and I'm going to resubmit, and I'm going to call that done. Fun and fast and weird, very, very weird. And 610 is not an incredible score, but I matched the shape, and now it's time for me maybe to go to the beach. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. That's an exciting start to the week there with this particular design. Many optimizations, as you can see. Many characters. 386 characters. A very beefy solution. Not the best by any means, but that's not why I do this. I don't do this for the best. But this is one that I would experiment with quite a bit if if I had unlimited time, because there are many choices to doing these things. And even this border radius, like which is the turned element to create the nose piece, right? This is a 3D set of glasses. There's other choices to way to do that too. So anyway, take care. Get out of here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.